Hello to you guys. In this I'm going to make it as quick as possible. In this quick video, I am going to go over your syllabus for this semester. So before I go through kind of the highlights and hitting the high points, I do want to draw your attention to our page in Canvas. And in Canvas, you are going to see either on the left-hand side in the margins, which this video screen doesn't show, or on the home page, you'll see something that says syllabus or simple syllabus. And that's the place that you're going to find the entire document of the course for this semester. And you'll see it's got a bunch of different stuff about the course objectives, class policies, things like that. So please make sure that you do take the time to go over and take a look at this document before you take the syllabus quiz. However, I also want to take the time to kind of go through and highlight some different aspects of the syllabus just so you don't overlook anything that's in there, and to kind of emphasize some certain things, specifically with classroom policies and things like that. So if you are enrolled in this class and you are seeing it, you know that our class is an asynchronous one. We will be meeting online strictly, and you can do your work from wherever, whenever, however you please. If you make it through the next 8 weeks successfully, you will earn 3 credit hours and you will be English 112 eligible. You'll notice in the longer version of the syllabus, there is a bunch of stuff about course description, learning objectives, course goals, and all of the like. But in a nutshell, this class has 2 purposes. One, it's going to introduce you, the student, to critical thinking and the fundamentals of academic writing. We will focus specifically in each of our units, and they kind of build on each other, on structure, analysis, and research. To kind of hone your written communication skills, your critical thinking skills, informational literacy skills, which basically means research, and your reasoning, skills. In this class, we are going to look at rhetorical knowledge, in that looking at and understanding situations of text we read, but also how to adjust for the different types of papers that you will write in your academic career. We'll focus on critical thinking and reading, and in other words, we'll read and write in order to analyze texts as well as evaluate them. We'll focus on the writing process, and of course your oral communication skills and your digital technologies. You can read more about that in the lengthier part of the syllabus, but that's kind of it in a nutshell. In order to achieve our goals, I'm requiring you to have one textbook. And that one textbook is the Little Seagull SF Writer. You'll see the information for that textbook in the syllabus section. If you are unsure of how to acquire, you can rent, you can buy, you can get it digitally, you can get it in print. I don't care how you get it, as long as you do. If you need help figuring out where to get this from, you can get it from the college bookstore. And if you don't know how to do that, please email me, or you can get it from another retailer like Amazon. And Amazon is really, really quick with the getting it to you. The bookstore sometimes, unless it's a digital format, is not so much. So let me know if you have any questions about that. The other kind of text that we'll be using for our literary analysis unit, I've picked out a number of short stories for us to read. And rather than have you purchase any kind of additional reading material, as it will, because money is tight for a lot of us right now. I am providing you copies of these short stories in PDF form, and you'll see those in Canvas. So the only book that you need, the only required textbook that I am asking you to purchase that we will be using all semester long, is the Little Seagull SF Writer. And please, again, if you don't know how to get that, or you need assistance with any of that, please let me know. But this is a requirement, and trust me, it will be helpful, not only in my class, but in any other classes that you take in the future. So make sure you get your Little Seagull. Moving on to some of the kind of classroom policy type of things, contacting me, communicating with me. I know that in an online setting, it can be kind of difficult because I don't have the privilege of seeing you face to face on a regular basis. I still really encourage you guys to keep in touch with me in the ways that are available, mainly because I enjoy it, and if we have an open dialogue, I feel like students are usually more successful. But also, I'm not a mind reader, so I don't know what's going on unless you talk to me. So there are three ways that you can communicate with me. I'll talk about the office hours in just a second. You can call me. My phone number is on is in the syllabus. It's in the communicating with your instructor. It's all over Canvas. You can find it. You can call me. Please, voice calls only, no texting. If you're going to send me a text message, you may as well email me, because I can get that faster. And you can email me at my Germanna email address, dswan at, you'll find it in the syllabus and all that kind of place. Or you can go into Canvas, and there's a place for you to email me in Canvas as well. If you do email me, please make sure that you have some sort of salutation or greeting. Hello, Miss Swan. Good evening, or Miss Swan, whatever. Address me in some way. Make me feel like a person instead of just a machine, because I am a person and I appreciate the niceties of things. And after you have your greeting or your salutation, if you will, please make sure you include a body message. I hope you don't think that I am, as you would say, extra by saying this, but so often I think that we get used to the way we communicate via text, and we lose those kind of niceties in life. So please do not send me an email with just your question or just your request or whatever it is. Please make sure you address me in some kind of way. I check my email impulsively, so I will probably get back to you before 24 hours. However, if you don't get a response after 24 hours, I get email all the time. Please resend it. I won't think that you are annoying me. I won't think that you're badgering me. It just probably means it got lost in the shuffle. So if you don't get a response after 24 hours, please send it again. The office hours, which is the third way you can get in touch with me, is via Zoom. And you'll see my Zoom link in Canvas, and all you have to do is open up your Zoom, click on that, and you can come and visit me virtually, and we can have a conversation. My office hours are Tuesday, Thursday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And I know that that's not convenient for a lot of people. So you can also schedule an appointment with me whenever it suits you. Just please make sure you email me so we can schedule something. But really, you guys are my only class this summer. So I am very open and very flexible. So please don't be shy if these hours don't work for you. I have a news flash. You'll at least meet with me once, all of you, this semester as a part of an assignment. So I will see all of you at least once during my office hours. So I know, because we are online, I can't physically take attendance, but I can see that you are you're attending to Class Matters, if you will. Please make sure that you check in every other day or at least 3 times in a 7-day period on Canvas. It's essential for you, especially in an 8-week class, to stay active and engaged. And participate, because it is critical to your success. And there are ways for me to, not to give you all big brotherish or anything like that, but I can see when the last time you were on Canvas was, when's the first time you got on Canvas, how long you spend on Canvas, that kind of thing. So I can take attendance that way. So please make sure that you at least regularly check Canvas and check your email, especially if I send an announcement or things like that, because I do that often. There is a lovely section in your syllabus called Academic Dishonesty, and basically that's discussing plagiarism and the plagiarism policy. And you can read through that, and we will be talking about plagiarism in the first couple of weeks of class. But to put it in a nutshell, don't cheat, I will catch you, and you will fail. Any assignment caught plagiarized will earn you a 0 and a referral to the dean. So please be smart, don't cheat, and we will get along swimmingly. Just a couple of different kinds of things to talk about as far as classroom decorum or netiquette. There is, just because we're online doesn't mean that, we can't behave like we would in a normal classroom setting. So please, when I say no yelling, be careful with talking in all caps. It kind of comes across as a yelling. Please make sure you pay attention to your grammar and make sure you set a respectful tone. This one is important. Submit files the right way, and I'll come back to that in momentarily, but please, if I'm asking you to submit something one way, please make sure you do so. Please think before you type, because once it's out there in the etherwebs, it's there forever. And please be kind and professional. So this is the part that I think that you guys are all most interested in. I've kind of gone through the boring stuff. Your grade, we are on a 10-point grading scale, and your grade will be compiled and weighted in the following manner. And what I mean by weighted is each assignment is not weighted the same. So it's not like an average of all of the total scores, but it instead is weighted. So each of your 3 essays, your major essays, there'll be 3 of them: a comparison, contrast, film analysis, a literary analysis, and a position argument. Those are weighted as 20% of your grade, as well as an annotated bibliography. Each of those is 20%. And then everything else, all the classwork, homework, drafts, quizzes, discussion boards, all of the little stuff, that collectively makes up 20%. This really, guys, is the bulk of it. It might not seem like it's a lot, but staying on top and completing all of these assignments and doing really well on them it really makes a difference between, an A and a B, a B and a C, a D and a, whatever. But I don't math well. However, I know that all of this together equals 100%. So that's how your grade is going to be calculated. Okay, well, I do want to address turning in papers or turning in assignments. All assignments should be submitted either in the assignment section on Canvas, the appropriately labeled assignment section. And I do ask that you submit Word documents. Please do not use PDF files, or if you are a Mac user, please make sure you convert your pages into Word documents. The grading system is not, in Canvas, is not compatible with Pages or PDF. So please make sure that if you are a Mac user, that you convert your Pages file into a Word document. And if you are using Google Docs, which is perfectly fine, that you make sure that you convert your work into a Word document as well. All papers should be double spaced, written in 12-point Times New Roman font, and they should be either MLA or APA format depending on the assignment. But really, all papers, they need to be double spaced in 12-point Times New Roman. So keep that in mind. Due dates. This is also an important thing to keep in mind, because I do not accept late work, especially because you guys are in an 8-week class. Things are, I mean, the turnaround rate is bananas. So please make sure that all of your assignments are turned in on time. And that means that each and every assignment is due by 11:59 on the day that they are due. So, for example, you have an assignment, your first real assignment, that is due our first real day of class, June 8th, by 11:59 p.m. So it will take you like 5 minutes to do, but it is due June 8th at 11:59. So, however, I know that you are busy people, and I am not the only swan in your pond, so to speak. So while I say that I do not accept late work, every one of you is given a grace period. And what that is you have an opportunity, one time only, a single one day, to turn in one assignment late. You get an extra 24 hours. So if something happens, there's an emergency, or you just couldn't finish it or whatever, I won't ask, so you don't have to tell. All you have to do is tell me that you wish to use your grace period, and you'll get an extra 24 hours for one assignment. So please make sure that you keep in mind there is no late work. Assignments are due by 11:59. However, you do have, that kind of grace period in your back pocket that you can use should you need it. Some general expectations. Please make sure that you read assignments and complete all activities, because if you don't do the work, anyways, doing the work is part of, being an active learner. Please make sure you check your Canvas and your email regularly. Demonstrate courteous and respectful behavior. Please make sure that you keep an active, make sure you're an active participant in class. And like I said, at least twice during the semester, you are required to meet with me during my office hours. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. And finally, well, not so finally, please, I want to make a note about the readings. I'm not going to give you guys a ton of reading, but if I do ask you to read something, please make sure you do take the time to read it, especially during our literary analysis unit, because you will not be successful if you do not read. And then finally, just kind of break down our schedule. Our first 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about the foundations of writing, buff up some of your skills. Our next week, so 3 through 5, we're going to be looking at the literary analysis. And then week 6 through 8, the research and argument process. So, and I think the 4th of July week falls somewhere in between Unit 2 and 3. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I appreciate you bearing with me during my rambling. And please make sure you do take the time to look at the larger syllabus. But you guys, I think, should be ready for your syllabus quiz. So again, like I said, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. It's going to be a great semester, and time will fly, but we will get through it.